Hello, team, and welcome to episode 21, How to Improve Your Listening Instantly. This is part three of our four-part class on the different language skills. We saw reading, we saw writing, and today we will see listening. And personally, I think that listening is the hardest skill to improve. Unless you go and you live in another country, do one of those exchange programs where you have to listen to people every day. The one that I see that my students have the most difficulty to improve is listening. When you're reading, when you're writing, you have time. You can stop, you can go do it again, you can check, you can go on Google, ChatGPT. When you're speaking, you have a certain amount of control. If I say, oh, that four-legged animal that they have in Africa, the one with the long neck, which one is it? You might have thought of giraffe. So I didn't have to say it, and I can kind of get you to the end. But if I say something in English, or if you're stopped in the middle of London and somebody says, yeah, no, all you hear is blah, 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 and you don't understand anything, you have two options. Number one, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Could you repeat that? Could you slow down? Some type of, let me hear that again. Or number two, and I see this almost daily, and it looks like this. Where you pretend that you understood it and you pray that it wasn't important. And it's not a good feeling, because once that happens, the rest of the conversation is not going to go well. So today, team, I'm going to try and help you guys improve your listening instantly. And it's one big tip. And if you can practice this a few times, I'm sure you'll feel more confident, more comfortable the next time that you have to speak and listen to something in English. Let's take a look. First off, we have our warm-up. And I always recommend something. This is something silly. It's AI-generated monsters from around the world, but you can use any type of content that you would like. And it's in this real short TikTok format. And a big problem is that they're coming with the subtitles very aggressively in the middle of the screen. And we're going to watch it twice. First, just normally, with your eyes open, watching it. And I want you to watch it again the next time with your eyes closed. If you have a friend, you can actually switch it. One of you can be the control, and one of you can be the test subject, where you switch ways and see who understood it better. And I picked this one. It's silly. It's fun. I like AI videos, especially silly ones. But this is Verde Serpente, guardian of the Amazon. So if you want to see the Brazilian monster, they did not have one. Here he is. Now, this word right here, paraphrasing. This is what I expect from my students when they're listening. The opposite of this is translating. So imagine you're hearing somebody speak, and you're trying to understand every single word. What happens when you miss a word? Oh, what am I doing? I can't understand this. Let me go study French. I really don't need English that much. What am I doing here? And it ends. You're done. You're not going to understand the rest of the conversation. But that's not real. If you're in the car listening to the radio in your own language, you don't understand everything that's being said. It's not that you don't understand. You just don't listen to everything that's being understood. Everything that's being said. If your friend is talking to you, and you don't hear every single word, you can't repeat every single word back. You can't repeat the words to your favorite song 100%. And you've listened to that one thousands of times. But paraphrasing, where you listen to something and you get the idea, the holistic idea, that you can do. You can do that in English now, if you will let your ears help you. And this is our new challenge. So go on your favorite social media and see what you're being recommended. You can skip this if you know what you want to watch. For me, usually gym stuff. I like video game things, silly videos, sometimes UFC stuff, some AI related content, but you're going to find one short video of something you like. And I want you to relax your eyes. What do I mean by this? I'm looking at this camera right now, and I can describe this camera in detail. It's rectangular, kind of horizontal. There's two white lines. There's Logi written on it. In small lettering, I can see HD 1080p. It's on a tripod. I can zoom in And that's what we've been doing a lot of on your phone, on your computer, when you're watching something, or you zoom in. And what happens is we kind of stop using a lot of our senses. Have you ever had the experience where you're talking to somebody like this close to them and they're on their phone, what? And they didn't hear you because they were so focused on what they were doing, especially if it's something you enjoy. If you enjoy something, it's like you're seeing things through a straw, through a microscope. There's option two. I can look at this camera, and without taking my eyes off of it, I can see my other screen right here. There's a picture that Lisa drew me of Elsa and Anna. My whiteboard is over there. The left side's empty, but there's writing on the right side. The wind just blew in the curtain right here on my right, and I can see all of this. And if you activate this kind of more expansive, unfocused style of watching something, you'll see that your ears will work a lot better. So what I'm asking is for you to relax, to not worry about every single word. You're going to watch the whole video. Just 1 minute, you get to pick the video. 1 minute about something you like. And then you're going to say what the idea was. And this is the practice that will improve your listening. It's fun. You get to watch what you want. It takes 1 minute. And, it will definitely have benefits very, very quickly. In a week, if you do this, you'll see the rewards that come from this. So that's my challenge for you guys. That's the big activity this week. Paraphrasing. That's it. Seems silly. Try it. And if it's still silly, you can send me comments. Oh, you're dumb and it's not working. But I guarantee you won't. So try it out. All right. Let me see. I told you about the types of content I enjoy consuming. What is something you're curious about right now? I'm going to run this weekend, and I am worried because I have new soles, on where my foot goes in the sneaker, and I'm worried about that. So I'm consuming running content. Now we've arrived at our game. Broken telephone. And this can be a great activity for you and your study buddy. We had some fun with this in class. Miss Larissa, she sent her first message on Monday. She gave us a great tip to start our week with some hot yoga. At some point on Monday, that became a hot tip. There was one point where it was suffer and be happy. And then it ended with here, enjoy your ship. So we had a lot of variation throughout the week from one class to the other. But we can do this two ways for English purposes. A, you can use your hyper focus and you can try to say it back word for word. You will fail and it will be annoying. So you can send your message and the other person tries to repeat it back exactly. Much better, much more useful, a much more beneficial way to practice your English. Somebody sends a voice message. You can do this with your friend, with your spouse, and the person listens to it just once and says, oh, did you say this? You said A, B, and C. You said that you love chocolate chip blueberry pancakes. And you just say the idea of what was said. So you can check how close was the message. And do you need to remember everything someone says to understand the idea? Absolutely not. Pay attention to this during your day. You will see that you listen to much less than you think. And we still survive. We still get the job done. We're not fired from our jobs. And we listen to much less than we think we do. Talking point, popcorn brain. This is a modern phenomenon that has been occurring, I think, due to these shorts, these reels, these 1 minute videos. And tell me if this sounds familiar. You go into the kitchen. For me, I like to cook with Spotify on. So I was going to make breakfast, and then I realized my cell phone wasn't there. Came back to pick up my cell phone, probably checked my WhatsApp or something, and when I arrived back to the kitchen, I kind of forgot what I was doing. I was like, wait, what? And maybe I put my cell phone in the refrigerator. Joking, but kind of lose that focus. And this has been happening a lot. And what they're calling it is popcorn brain. So here's a little article about it and some points for you to discuss. What is your number one tip or hack for someone to improve their attention? Mine would be define your priority. So what do you need to get done? And then if something appears that another thing you need to do. So let's say I need to make breakfast. And I need to make breakfast at that time because then niece leaves for school. And let's say that there's clothes in the machine. Will taking the clothes and hanging them to dry, will that help? No, so I will not do it. But let's say there's dishes in the sink and I need them to cook. Will that help? So yes, all right, that's part of the priority. So, define what needs to be done. And if other little tasks don't help with that, ignore them for the time being. So it helps me. That's my tip. And how about you? What's yours? And what is something important about focus that people know but ignore? All right, I have one. The later in the day it is, the harder it is for us to focus. So get your important stuff done early. Oh, but I'm a night person. You've kind of adapted to it. You've turned yourself into a night person. When you wake up, you have about an hour, and then you're kind of in your best brain state, your mental states to get things done. So if it's important, get it done quickly. Not only because of that, but because you'll feel relieved that the important things have gotten done. Quick dad joke for you guys. And last up, boosting your focus. So my favorite online personality, Mr. Dr. Andrew Huberman, has recommended this activity to boost your focus permanently. So 17 minutes where you do some interoception, which is where you notice your body, what's happening inside, the breathing, the touch of things that are the wind, the feeling it on your skin, how your muscles are feeling, all of these kind of internal feelings that we ignore during the day. If you do it once, 17 minutes, he says that it will improve your focus forever. So if you don't have 17 minutes for yourself, who does? And team, my final tip, you guys are all studying English. There will be points where you will not understand what somebody says. You can always say, could you repeat that? It's fine. But another option is to say, let me check if I understood. And you say what you understood, because not only will you check, but you will also give them an opportunity to add important details. So especially I think in a business situation, it's a quick tip that can help you with your listening. Team, that's it. Thank you. And like always, I hope to see you in class.